Hey guys, welcome back to All Things with Shanty. Today I have the amazing and talented at Cyn.Nicole. So let's get into it, y'all. Hey, beautiful.
Hey, girly.
Can
Hey,
you
everybody.
can you let us know who you are, where you from, baby?
Okay, so I am Cynthia. That's my full name. I go by Cyn. Some people call me Nicole. I go by Cyn. I'm a Bronx native, and I am the owner of Cynple Lux. Yeah, that's who I am. It's like
And
so weird for me.
no, it's girl, just woo, woo.
That's it. That's me.
So since you're from New York, what made you create your brand? Like what was your idea? What was your reason in creating your brand?
Okay, so I've always wanted, something of my own growing up. I knew that uh, maybe working for someone else wasn't a part of my plan for the rest of my
Mhm.
life. And straight out of college, I had this idea, and at the time, I didn't know how to go about it.
Mhm.
And then, you know, a year later, the pandemic hit, and I'm sitting there, and everything gets shut down, and I'm like, okay, am I gonna go back to work? At the time, I was working two jobs. So am
Mhm.
I gonna go back to work? I don't know, this and that. And I decided to quit everything. It's like I'm not gonna do this anymore, and I need to figure out what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. And I was like, okay, let's write some things down. What are some hobbies that I'm interested in? What are other things that I'm interested in? And let's get down to what it is that I need to, own a business in, right? What
Mhm.
are my interests? So one thing for me was fashion, beauty, things like that, right? I've always been into beauty. I was a makeup artist back then.
Mhm.
It wasn't a passion of mine. I wanted to get into nails, tried it, wasn't my thing either. I think my whole thing was I just wanted to be an owner of something.
Mhm.
And so for me, I realized one of my favorite things was shopping and fashion.
Mhm.
And no, I didn't, I don't have a fashion degree. I didn't go to school for fashion. But for me as a petite woman, it was always hard for me to find things that fit me. And I would go shopping and it was just so difficult to go shopping and find things that, fit me and my size. And I would get frustrated. And I was like, you know what? Enough of this.
Mhm.
I'm going to create something of my own, right? I'm gonna find pieces that I like. So I have a boutique, and I find different pieces that I would personally wear. And I was like, I have an audience
Mhm.
that loves my style, that relate to me in my size, and that have difficulty shopping and things like that. And I said, okay, this is it. This is what I want to focus on. And so I gathered, a couple pieces that I liked and some accessories to go with it, and I did it. And I learned everything that I had to learn. And this whole time of the pandemic, I would say I started in around May, and I
Mhm.
didn't get to complete everything till end of August. And I was like, okay, I've learned everything that I possibly can learn to start. And of course, this is still a learning process. Um, but yeah, that's kind of how everything started. And I'm so glad that I took the initiative to do, what I wanted to do. So
And
that's
like I said, like you had a dream and you did it and you're killing it. And like kudos to you, girl, because you did it and you quit your job, you created your brand, and not only did you're doing this like all on your own, like this is your baby, like this is your
my
thing.
baby.
And it's like I find that so cool because like for other people they'll be so scared, especially because of the pandemic, you know, but
Yeah.
you were like, no, I'm not gonna work for somebody else. I'm gonna work for myself. I'm gonna do what I want to do and what makes me happy. And
Mhm.
you're doing it, and look at the outcome. Like you literally sell out every single time. Like I'm on the
It
website,
is so
like, espérate.
it's so crazy to me because I get so many like emails like when are you talking when you like, but I'm like one person, like I can't do everything. And I think people forget like uh that I am just one person
Mhm.
sometimes. So it's kind of hard to always be on top of everything and
Yeah.
you're not going to always be perfect, and you're not going to be able to get the amount of inventory you want as one person, you know. And but it's been quite a journey these past 4 months, and I'm so happy that I took that journey, because I was so miserable, like at work and at school. When I was in college, you know, I went to school for psychology, and I had, when I was 18, I had this idea that, oh, I'm gonna be a therapist, I'm gonna be this, I'm gonna follow in my mother's footsteps. I mean, my mother and my father, they have their degrees, and you know, they have their masters and things like that. And I was like, okay, I gotta follow in their footsteps, you know. And then, you know, junior year hit, and I was like, this is not it for me. I graduated and I did well in school, but it just wasn't it. And I wanted something of my own. So this is my baby, and I will do anything for it. And, you know, I can't wait to see what the next steps are.
And I feel like I could relate to that so much, because in my household, like my parents, they came from DR, came all the way here to Maryland, started literally from the bottom. And I'm the baby of two sisters, but growing up, I always felt like, oh my God, if I didn't go to college, they'll be like, oh my God, so upset with me. Like, tú no estás haciendo nada con tu vida. Like, ¿cómo tú vas a tener un trabajo? And I'm like, once I was in school, I was like, you know what, this isn't for me. And like,
it's not for everybody.
Yeah, and it's okay. Like, it's simply okay. And like, if you go through school and you graduate, awesome. But you know, me, that wasn't for me. Like, I dropped out my second semester, my freshman year, and I was like, I'm sorry, Ma, but
girl, I wish I would have dropped out. I started earlier, but you know, everybody has their timing, you know?
Yeah. And I feel like that's a part of everyone's journey. Like, just because we graduate school, or if we drop out of school and we don't know who we are yet, that's okay, because our journey takes time. We have to find ourselves. We can't just jump into something right away just because we feel like that's what we need to do because we're in our 20s. No, like, it's okay to find yourself, take time to really heal yourself and figure out what you want to do in life. And really, like you said, figure out what makes you happy. Make a list down and figure out what makes you happy. You know, try a couple things out and see if it's for you. And if it's not, that's okay. Keep trying to figure out what you're doing. Eventually, you're going to find what makes you happy. You're going to find your passion, because people can go to work and be miserable, like you said, but you can make your own job and be happy. And I feel like some people forget that. Like, you can find your passion and still work, but still be happy at what you're doing, because at the end of the day, this is your income. You're not giving half the money to, you know, somebody else. This is yours. So I feel like you're truly an inspiration, because not only did you find your passion and you created your brand during a whole pandemic, but you're doing it so well and you're carrying it so well, and you're truly an inspiration to us all, because you're showing us that although we're in a pandemic, and although some people right now could be like in their lowest place, not figuring out who they want to be, you'll find yourself, you'll find your happiness, and you will be amazing at everything and anything that you do. And I feel like that's truly like who you are. Like, you're very you're so inspirational, like, literally.
I think it's just, you know, life is about doing what you want to do. And if, you know, going to school and, you know, pursuing a career, working for someone else, if that's what you want to do, kudos to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would never knock anybody's hustle down and what they want to do. I think, you know, it's important to go day by day and try to have like a plan out for what it is that you want for the rest of your life, you know? And it was the pandemic was a real struggle for everybody. And, you know, I understand that not everybody probably was in the same position as me, where they were able to, you know, go into, you know, business mode, like a business owner or whatever the case is, you know. I know everybody was struggling. I was fortunate enough to be able to invest in myself at the time. And I'm happy that I did. And I always tell people that, you know, I speak to this about, you know, when it's your time and you feel it, you know. Like, don't compare yourself to anybody else and their journey and things like that. You'll feel it within yourself, and you'll know when it's time and whether or not this is the journey that you want to take. And it's going to be a hard one. It's not easy. It's not easier than, you know, working for someone else. I would say that's that's easier for me working with somebody else than having your own business, because there's gonna be a lot of downfalls and things are not always picture perfect, you know, like people or like influencers or other people, business owners portray on social media. You know, there's always a lot of downfall in the behind the scenes. But yeah, I'm really happy that I you know, I chose to do what I wanted to do and start everything.
And can I ask you one question? Where did you get the name for your brand?
So Cynple started, well, it's my name, it has Cyn in it, but my style since forever has always been very simple clothing. I don't really like too extravagant. I don't like too bummy, I would say. You know, I'm just in the middle. I like comfy clothes, you know, like spandex. I like things that I still feel comfortable in, but I can still feel sexy in. I could switch it up and things like that. Whether I want to lounge, I want to go to the club, you know, things like that. That was my style. It was very comfy and simple. And so I sat down with, you know, my partner and I said, what is the best name like for my brand? Like I could not figure it out for the life of me, but I knew I wanted something with my name involved. And I was like, simple. Like I like simple clothing. And I had like the second title. I was like, simple. So it has to be like for the simple girl, right?
Yeah.
So we sat down and we were like, what about simple? Simple, Cynple. And like, you know what, that works. We went with that. I was like, all right, so we're gonna go with that.
And
So,
it's different. And it's different and unique. Yeah, and when I saw that you were creating this, I was like, espérate. I was like, where's my wallet? I don't know what she's making, but I know it's about to be fire. I'm like, give me my wallet right now. Give me my wallet. And it's like you sell out each and every time. And I get so excited because I've been making my cart and then boom, I know it's sold out. And I'm like, I know this is such a proud moment right now for her. And it's truly, like I always say, like you're truly so inspirational. And it's like my favorite quote of all time, and it's a quote that kind of lifts me up, you know, when I'm in a funk or when I'm lost. It's no one is you and that is your power. And I kind of added my own question to it. I'm like, okay, if no one is me and that is my power, then who am I? What is my power? And then for me, my power, I feel like it's my love, the light that I provide, my personality. And my question to you is, if no one is you and that is your power, then who are you and what is your power?
So for me, I would say like I have a very strong personality, and for me, my power would be my energy, and my energy can be very powerful in a room, and I get that told all the time. Ever since I was very young, I was always told that. And so I like to take my energy and make it a positive energy, make it a positive experience for myself and for anyone that I'm around. And you know, sometimes you get put in situations where you know your energy can fall off. And like I said, I feel like my energy is very powerful, and you'll sense that whether it's good or bad. And it's all based on how the next person makes me feel or how the energy in the room makes me feel. But I would definitely say my power is my energy and how I, you know, give out positivity. I really like to give out positivity as much as I can. And I try to do that in everything that I do, whether it's social media, you know, work or my brand and things like that. I like to make everybody feel positive.
And you, girl, you do that all the time. Every time. I'm telling you, when I tried those jade pants on, I was like, hey, I felt sexy. I felt badass. And they're comfy. They're not tight like, oh my God, I can't walk. No, they're tight where I can drop it like it's time and bring it back up. Girl.
That was the most important. I just want, you know, everybody that shops with my brand, you know, to feel comfortable, feel like I'm a bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that was the most important thing for me, and it's for everybody. And you know, eventually I will go into larger sizes, because right now I just carry, you know, small to extra large. Sometimes just small to large, but that's because of the inventory that I can get as of right now. But in the future, I definitely want to, you know, include everybody as much as I can.
And I know you will, girl, because I'm telling you, anything you do, you turn into powerful light and fire, girl. I'm telling you, anything. And it's just who you are, your brand. You created this brand. You have all these ideas. Everything you put together comes to, it comes to light. It's powerful. Everyone wants it right away. You sell out each and every second. And you you also make us feel good, like with your brand. Like you're not like, okay, this is just for this size or this is just for this. No, you make sure that when you're bringing whatever you're bringing to your brand, you're bringing fire, and you're making sure that when we wear it, we feel good, we feel sexy, we feel powerful, we feel confident. And I think that's what I love about your brand, because not only do you make us feel confident, because me, I'm petite, like even a 00 doesn't fit me. Sometimes I got to get it tailored, but it's like you make us feel good. Like you make us feel like, you know what, I'm gonna buy this because I want this for me. I'm not gonna buy this just to look good for so and so. No, I'm buying this for me. And not only is it simple, but like you said, it's sexy. I can wear it out to the club, I can wear it out to dinner, I can wear it out to anywhere. And I feel like your brand is very, very different from a lot of brands that I've seen, because not only are you one making it simple but yet luxury, you are making it for people that really, how would I say that, like really like feel they need that push, like they need that light back in them. And I love that, because I'm go back to the jade pants. When I tried them on, I was like, whew, I had to take them off.
When I tried it, I was like, I think I'm gonna have to keep one for myself.
Yeah, I had to take them off, bring the mirror back, try them on again, and I was like, it fit out there. Okay, Cyn.
And I was like, and I dropped it down from the mirror. I was like, oh shit, I didn't know I can do that. And I want everybody else to feel that way. I want all the girls that shop, or anybody that shops with me, to feel empowering and still comfortable. Like, and not everything has to be about, name brands, and I gotta be flashy, and I gotta be like this, and I gotta show this. Not everything has to be about that. We can still be sexy, and we can still be comfortable. And
yes, ma'am.
How I've always my style all the way.
That's the whole vibe. That's the whole vibe. 2021. Sexy but cozy.
Yes.
Can I ask you one question? Who inspires you? Who do you look up to?
So there's only one person that inspires me, and I look up to, and it's my mother. And for that reason being, she is diagnosed with breast cancer stage 4. This is her second time, and she is the most resilient person that I know, and she is the hardest worker that I know. And I mean, she's in stage 4, and she's still at work. She doesn't let anybody get in her way. She, has an idea, and she gets done. And that's where I got that from. I think she is my biggest push, and she is someone that I've always looked up to. She's gonna watch this video and she's gonna be like, "Girl, you lying?" But but yeah, she's also from DR. She's Dominican, and she's such a powerful woman. And everybody says the same thing about her. You step in a room and you just feel her energy, and she is her, is how I like to say it. You just know, Ingrid, like, and that is somebody I always wanted to be like. I want to be like the most powerful person in the room. I want to be just such a positive energy, and that's what she brings to the table. And let me tell you, the table is hers, and you're sitting in it, and I love that about her. So and yeah, she is my biggest inspiration, and she's the reason why I do a lot of the things that I do in the way that I do them.
Yes, shout out to mommy. When she sees this, she's gonna be like,
she's gonna cry. She's like, that's my kid.
What advice would you give to anyone that's wanting to get out of their comfort zone and create their own brand?
I would say that you really need to make sure that this is what you want to do, because as we all know, not all businesses are successful. and it may take a long time to be super successful, as but you have to make sure that this is something that you want to do and that you're going to put your all into it, and that you educate yourself as much as you can along the way. There's going to be a lot of mistakes. There's going to be a lot of doubt. There's going to be a lot of people that may not support you, and it may be the closest people to you. But you have to keep going. And yeah, that's my biggest advice to anybody that's going to start a brand, is that this is something, if this is something that you want to do, get it done, just go for it, and don't look back. Don't doubt yourself too much. There's going to be days where you wake up and you're like, I don't think I can do this. All right, take a nap, rest. Think about, what it is that you need to do tomorrow to get it done, but get it done and do it efficiently, and do a lot of manifestation. That's what I like to do.
Yes.
That's what helps me get through my days and plan things out, and bring some positive energy back.
And with creating a brand and being a business owner, I know sometimes it can get really hectic, really stressful. When it comes to like self-care, self-love, what do those two things mean to you?
I think self-care is number one. That has to be at the top of your list of things to do, because without caring for yourself, without loving for yourself, you can't get anything done correctly. And for me, I've always I'm not a perfectionist, but I like to do things a certain way, and I like to get things a certain way before I bring it out to the public or bring it out to anybody, And self-care is just so important. Like, you need to know when you need to rest. You need to get a good night's sleep. You need to eat right and drink your water every day. Do your skincare. Take a bubble bath. I don't know. Do whatever it is. Draw. Write in a journal. Whatever it is that you feel that helps you relax, free your mind. Things like that. Those are important things, and those are things that should be done all the time. Whether it's exercising, you're gonna go wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning to exercise, drink right, eat right, things like that, to help you start your day. If you want to take a bubble bath at the end of the night, that helps you, do it. You know what I'm saying? Self-care is actually one of the most important things to me. It's something I do every day, because without it, I would be in shambles. I really would.
Because I know, girl, running a business, it's like you're getting pulled left and right, left and right, left and right.
I've had days where, I'll sit literally in the middle of all my packages, and I'm like, oh my God. And there'll be like one email that like will throw me off. I'm like, oh my God, how can I fix it? And I panic. But then I get back into it. I'm like, that's just one bad day. That's just one bad thing. Like, it's okay. Like, you have in your head, everything is gonna be okay. And you gotta just take day by day. And so that's how I look at life. Yeah, self-care is.
It's also, like you said, it's going to be okay. And it's a learning journey. Like, you're still learning, you're still growing, your brand is still growing. So it's okay to have like your down days. It's okay to have your hard days as well. Cause I know with running a business, not everything is always, going great. Some, like you said, sometimes you have that one email, or you have to deal with something. And it's like, sometimes it's okay to just breathe. I know running a business, you're getting pulled left and right, packaging, labels, making sure product is amazing. And, as a business owner, it's okay to like just grab that glass of wine.
If you need to step back, like take your glass of wine, sit back, and just, let it go for a second. You'll go back to it another time in a couple hours, the next day, whatever it is. Take that time, because it's not easy, especially if you're the only person doing it. If you don't have any help, it's going to be extremely hard. And you're going to have days where you're just like, F this, like, I don't want to do this anymore. But it's your baby. And you got to treat it like your baby, and you got to watch it grow. So keep going. It's going to be okay. That's how I look at everything.
Yeah, and it's totally, it's true. It's gonna be okay. And I have this one question, and it's a question that it's specifically for you, Cynthia. It's specifically for you. So what advice would you give to your younger self? Because now you're a creator, you're a brand owner. This is your baby. This is your brand. You're a business owner. You graduated college. You've done so many things in your life. You've grown so much. You're here today, February 11th, 2021. You've gone through, a lot to make you who you are today. You're strong, you're powerful. So what advice would you give to your younger self?
I would say to myself, it was always like I was always looking to do the next thing, and I couldn't just stay in one thing, and I didn't want to be in school. I didn't want to. I didn't have a lot of friends. But one advice that I would give to myself is stop comparing yourself to others, their journeys, or how they look, or whatever the case is. Stop comparing yourself and just live for you. Don't live for anybody else. I had a problem, when I was younger, that I needed to follow in my parents' footsteps, and my parents were very demanding when it came to that, and they made sure that I had to go to school and had to do this and had to do that. But I think I would tell my younger self, don't compare yourself to anybody else in their journey, and do what makes you happy, not what makes anybody else happy, and find your what you're passionate about. And I wish I would have listened to myself a little earlier. But yeah,
Trust me, we all wish we could. What we know now, we wish we knew back in the day. Because I swear, girl, I would. Whew, if I knew what I know today.
I went to college if I would have knew what it was about. But when I was in school, I couldn't stand it. I was always, even as when I was a kid, like in elementary school, I was always fighting with the teachers. Like, this is not it. Like, this is not what you're supposed to do. Like, this is not real history. This is not, like I was always like that. And it followed me into college, and I sat down in class, and I was like, I can't do this. This is just not for me.
Yeah,
I would get it done, but it's not for me. It's not what I want to do. And really the only reason I got college done, like I said at the time, it wasn't for myself. It was more so for my parents, and my mom told me, she's like, the only thing I want you to give me in this life is that college degree.
Yes,
because school is the most important thing to her. She has like several masters. Like that was the biggest thing for her. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna get you your degree, but don't bother me. I'm not getting my master. Don't bother me after I graduate. Yeah.
And what if you want, if it's okay, could you let us know, is there any do you have any new surprises or any new drops, or what should we look forward to for your brand? Any new things coming out?
So I have a couple of drops coming up. I have a couple of restocks coming up late February. So holiday collection is being restocked in size small. I have a new arrival. And for the spring, I do have a couple new collections that I'm planning. So I'm really excited for that because I love the spring, I love the summer. And the summer, we got a special collaboration. I'm not gonna say with who yet, but we have a really special collaboration for the summer, and I'm super excited. So stay tuned.
Yes.
For the beach and the pool.
I'm excited. Well, Miss Cyn, I'm so excited. I'm so thankful that you took time out your day to chat it up with me. This is truly so special to me because, one, I literally look up to you. You're so inspirational. You're powerful. You're badass, and you're a businesswoman. And that's what I love because there's not a lot like you, and you're literally one of a kind. So thank you for your time. Thank you for being amazing. Look forward to having the listeners get to know who you are because, one, you guys, I'm not even face to face with her right now, but I can feel her light. I can feel her powerfulness. I can just feel her energy, and it's just nothing but love. She's literally so nice. And I'm so thankful that I got the time to chat with her. We look forward to more of your drops. We look forward to anything you guys do with your brand. So thank you so much for your time. And I wish you a happy, peaceful, a lot of sales.
So much for having me. I really appreciate it. This is my first interview. So it was really exciting, and I'm really glad that you gave me the opportunity to, let my followers and your followers know who I am and what my brand is about. And I wish you nothing but success in your journey.
Thank you.
And many more interviews and, special people that you get to talk to. So thank you so much.
Thank you. And once outside opens, I'm gonna have to go to New York to visit you.
Go to Maryland. No. Yes. I'll go down there.
Yes, I'll show you around the city. I'll show you, girl. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.